area and riding out like a racer. Eva Vallnord Andorra saying one of the favorite runs she'd ever skied, taking big ears and stomping them. I love her style. Ari Rakomi, really playful freestyle background skier, throwing first ever 360 in a woman's Freeride World Tour comp on skis. She is pumped right now.
Oh yeah, and it's very, very tight also in the title race between Ariana and Eva Vallnord, the veteran against the former rookie. She's already experienced rider, but she always seems to fresh and dynamic that I think she's still a rookie. That's a good sign.
Right. Who we got up first? Elizabeth Gerritsen, Lorraine Huber, the defending champ who needs a result today. Hazel Birnbaum, the super strong North American rider. Kaylee Savell, another strong North American rider, and followed by Rachel Croft, the Psycho, as I accidentally named her for her run in Huckleberry Station Kicking Horse. Eva Vallnord, really, really strong skier, obviously. Super big run in the last comp. Ari Rakomi winning the last comp in one of the heaviest hitting comps I've ever seen. But Jackie Passo, I don't think she's competing today. She's out with a blown knee.
No, unfortunately, she will not start, but I'm pretty sure she's watching from home, from Åre, Sweden, with a twisted knee. Hope it's getting better soon, that can get back on the skis and film.
Healing vibes.
In the Stargate, Elizabeth Gerritsen, the Verbier local, performing here on the Vilseloda. Second time. She has been a rookie last season. Unfortunately, couldn't qualify through the Freeride World Tour, but what a strong performance on the qualifiers in the same season. She re-qualified in the same year. Big ups for Elizabeth Gerritsen for that job. And this year, I was happy to see her performing well. Last event, she took on third place.
That's right. Third place behind Ari and Eva, who both had incredible runs, so nice podium to be on. Elizabeth, I have heard in the past, calling out girls for not riding as they could in a competition, riding to get a result rather than throw down how they can. And look at her coming out of the gate. I bet that's why she sidestepped up to go further to the skier's left to get to the features you wanted to. Maybe that's to say, hey, look, I can ski over where the guys ski as well. I'm going to ski how I ski. I'm not going to ski on result focused. I'm going to ski to throw down and show off and impress. And it's going to be tough in these snow conditions. Well, not necessarily the snow conditions, but the visibility. Maybe with some variable snow. We saw a couple of the snowboarder women crash. It could have been because of variable snow. But Elizabeth Gerritsen going over to the looker's right, skier's left side of the venue, looking for a feature that she obviously wants to hit. I wonder what it is. Looks like this one. Go on, Elizabeth. Stompies, nice as the sun comes out as well, and she lays some fast turns out the bottom. Stylish skier that can rip a turn as well. I'm really excited to see the skill coming up. Freestyle background, really playful, stylish skier to watch, and going over to the bigger features as well, lining up another one down here. I love it when the rocks started to come to the screen. Is that where they're going? Oh my God.
She's getting into that chute, and big!
Oh no!
Unfortunately, couldn't put it together.
Oh no.
She has still both skis on, but unfortunately that was a huge backslap and she couldn't control that one. Was big though, and a completely new zone for the competition so far. It's
That's right.
all the way to the skier's left, the long crack that is in the middle of the bottom section.
Way to send it though, Elizabeth. I think that we've seen that line from a lot of the skiers, guys who have done well in the past, airing into that chute and pointing it out. I wonder if that's what she was planning to do. That's always scored really well. I think we've seen some of the winning runs from skiing guys doing that. It's in the highlights clip as well. So really proud of this girl to send it and show what she can do. Unfortunately, her fluidity control her down. Her score's going to be pretty low as a result of that, but still proud.
Here we have the top section where she was super clean, rippy. Started out well. The middle section also a beautiful drop, no hesitation. And then the end section with a huge drop into a pretty flat landing it seemed to be, with a huge backslap and control issue.
Not quite making the transition there. I think that she was aiming to go a little bit further, maybe a little bit to the right. Like we're saying, visual inspection, difficult to say exactly where you were meant to land. Maybe doesn't really want to be looking at the wheel today. I know exactly the feeling when you've crashed and you come down and all the cameras on you. Sometimes if you even lose a ski and the heli's flying around pointing the camera, you just want to be like, go away, I didn't have a good day. I don't want to talk to you right now. Still 40 points though with a crash like that. They must have loved that line. They must have loved that air up the top, getting into the heavier hitting zone, airing into that chute. It's really ballsy move. So big ups, Elizabeth. If you're scoring 40 with a full tumble, then they liked your line. Next up in the start gate, who we got? Lorraine Huber. Lorraine Huber, the Austrian-Australian, the local, the defending champion.
Defending champion and defending contest champion. We have Lorraine Huber taking the win last year here at the Vallnord, cementing her Freeride World Tour title. And
Doubling
she's going
down.
strong as usual. Very strong riding, opening up with a nice little double there. And she knows that venue well. She has been riding it for several times. Usually very strong. And going huge!
Oh
Nice.
my gosh!
Stomping
what was
it
that?
as it will be nothing.
It was like she didn't even leave the ground. Did she bend her knees when she landed? That's bad for you, Lorraine.
She found a super nice transition there. Trainee finder.
Yeah.
Good on ya.
Wow, this is a really impressive run so far. Doubling down to a big air, hitting this flat landing too, and stomping that like it's nothing.
Strong performance. That's.
Oh, are we looking at a winning run here? I mean, it's so early to call it, but wow.
She is on form. She was not happy with her riding at the first two events, then came back with a strong run, but the competition in Andorra was such a high level, so it didn't have the result she was wishing for.
I feel like I'm watching a different skier.
It's redemption, exactly. She is looking good.
Wow, Lorraine, look at that. Look how much airtime she took just then. She cleared a lot of rocks. You need to come into that so confident to take that much speed. You need to know you have the right angle. You know you have the right speed. Wow, this is why you're the defending world champion, Lorraine. I know you've had a tough time mentally in the last few competitions, a lot of expectations placed on you, not being able to find the line that you wanted. Really, really proud of you right now. You're a strong skier, you're a strong person, and this is the right place to show it off. Yeah, let's see that smile, Lorraine. 88 points.
88 points, well deserved.
Boom dagger. You deserve that, and you are back.
Yes.
Welcome back. Sit down in that hot seat. Keep it warm.
Make
It's
yourself
gonna be a while. Holy damn, Lorraine! Wow, that's reminiscent of Eva Valkner's run from here from a few years ago.
You're right. And with those snow conditions, that transition is filled in, and how she hit that, like the confidence to get into that, super nice. But next one up, Hazel Birnbaum in the start gate from USA. Another strong rider that had ups and downs here on the Vallnord. I remember one year she was taken down by some heavy slough.
That's right, losing a ski that day, I believe.
Yeah. And other days where she had great runs, so she's also a rider that can cope with a lot of different conditions. Here we have, it's getting a little more milky again. Let's hope the sun comes out stronger for the good visibility.
Going to the sun line is Elizabeth Gerritsen. So if that's why I call it E-Gizzle, I can't say her name properly.
Great combo so far, getting into the Nar. Very technical zone right there.
I feel like she's laying up a Hazel Birnbaum cliff here too.
Nice.
Threading the needle, landing in the pocket through the chute. Just like you were saying, there's some nice transitions to land in here today. With the larger amount of snow than normal, you've got to find where it's built up and made a nice angled landing. But spotting that from a visual inspection from a distance with binoculars and then skiing it in slightly flatter light than we would ideally have is it's a tough gig out there. Another big cliff he's lining up. Look at all that slough pouring over the face. It's going to make a great photo. Right, meow.
But really hard to spot the landing if it's sloughed out, but very smart. She let the slough to her left and then cut into the right and found the right pocket with good visibility.
Well done, Hazel. Enjoying that power down there. Maybe a little bit flatter light, as you were saying. Clouds just teasing us. Skiing to the lookers left of that main crack that Elizabeth Gerritsen got into. Usually roll over down the bottom here that you can take an air off, but pretty tough in this flat light.
Yeah, it's a long run, as we said.
Almost 500 vertical meters. I think the longest face that we've had so far this year.
Yep, it is.
Got to have strong legs and a strong mind, especially after competing 3 days ago and not really having time to rest or train between that, just traveling all the way here. Hazel Birnbaum putting down a nice creative run. I think some of those hits have not been done by anyone else today.
Here we have the middle section where she found a really nice pocket, and then the air of her run.
Look at that.
Beautiful slough management, finding the pocket, great steep landing, that's what you want. Steep takeoff, steep landing, those are the ones where you can ski super
with the
smooth.
slough in the air. Looks so good. Well done, Hazel Birnbaum. The Sweet Spokes hot pie vendor. Nah, I'm just joking. Icicle. Ice pop. Popsicle. 65 points, second place. Lorraine Huber coming in with 90 points, was it, I believe, really high up there. And 90 points is quite a lot higher than any of the snowboard women scored. Not saying the snowboard woman didn't ride well, but Lorraine Huber just absolutely sending it. Similar score for Hazel as a lot of the snowboard women on the podium. Next up, in the gate, Kylie Savelle. She is another North American, not from the US of A. She is from the Canada. She is choosing to hike up to get to the features she wants to get to. Judging doesn't usually start until you're on your way down. A lot of the time when people traverse across ridges to make sure that from the start gate they can get to where they want to be, doesn't count until you drop into the face. If you want to traverse or sidestep up from the start gate, then that's fine as long as you're getting to your features. As soon as you stop, if you start traversing or hiking up after you've already got into the face, after you've already got into your run, that will count, that will hurt your score. But from this moment, she's dropped into the face, she's on course. This is where we want to see fluid full line skiing to the bottom.
And she is on it. Getting into a similar zone than Hazel Birnbaum and Elizabeth Gerritsen. Riding fast and strong so far, with a lot of slough pouring next to her. Didn't hit any feature there, but still strong riding. You can see the slough channeling on the left side of her.
You're really fast and fluid riding so far, which is two of the important categories. Look at all that slough pouring over Hazel Birnbaum's cliff. So fast and fluid riding without stopping above features. She's not going to features that she's going to hesitate on. She's making sure she doesn't stop. How do you think that compare score-wise?
It's a difficult one. Definitely hitting cliffs and features is a favorite thing that judges want to see. But you're right, they shouldn't be done with hesitation. If you ski around them and you have a good reason for it, because you're heading to another feature that it would be out of reach otherwise, that's definitely what the judges score well. But I think the middle section, if she would have hit some features, it would have helped her score well. But if she can make up for it at the bottom, that's what she does.
Wow, Kylie.
Very confident approach into that double.
So confident.
And executed perfectly.
Almost tricked us into thinking she was cruising at the bottom, and just so much of a lack of hesitation that just rolled straight into that big double and bang. Like it's nothing. I think it reflects her personality a little bit. She's looks like she's cruising and does something amazing that you're not expecting.
And that's the moment when we thought that's the cruise mode, but no, she's heading for a big one, a double into that chute.
And a double drop, if you're not familiar with the term, is a drop where you do two in a row without turning in between. Unfortunately, her line and air and style are down there from that being the only drop she took in a run. Technique, super high. Control, pretty good. Fluidity, also up. So a difficult one for the judges because it's so different to the other riders, but she's stoked. Getting some foamy Red Bull in her face. 60 points. Yeah, there you go. And she's stoked for our current leader, Lorraine. Big hug there. Lorraine, I think, was sitting maybe even in last after the last competition. And now she's given herself a big chance to qualify for Verbier and next year.
You are right. Next one up in the start, we have Rachel Croft from USA. Crystal Mountain, a coach for the juniors in her hometown. Rachel Croft getting ready in the start gate. And off she goes.
Famous for skiing fast.
I just wanted to mention, she is a friend of going straight. Sometimes it's a little bit too fast you end up, because you also have to put it together and stay on your feet. That's what she's aiming for.
Looking good so far this run. The straight line in the Japan Restation Canada event was one of the most amazing I've ever seen. And Trace Cook, one of a fellow Canadians, or Canadian supporter of this American girl, told me that she'd done it in the qualifier was Icy Moguls, and now she's pointing it through this chute. Boom! Holy damn, Rachel, you are blowing my mind right now. We saw two of the most talented snowboarders that I know ride that slowly, and you just pointed it through there. This is crazy stuff. This is crazy talk, Rachel. Stop it.
Wow, that was impressive. Oh, and another stomp. She's not going to only go straight.
Yeah,
she also hit some features, and that was the best way to hit it.
For sure. Got another one lined up down here as well. Sending. Nice work, Rachel Croft. You were saying that last year she mostly just skied fast and went really, really fast through all the crazy icy mogul venues that they were skiing in the qualifiers over in North America, and that was what put her onto the World Tour. And now she's on the World Tour. She has said, I need to get my skis off the ground a little bit more, and she is doing that in style. That's
the crucial moment. Look at the steepness, and she just charges it. Super confident. And the way the judges like to see it, it's not wiggling and just trying to survive. It was confident and
so solid.
Solid riding.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I think this is going to be probably Rachel's best result so far this season. And if I was her, I'd be pretty pumped right now. I'd be pretty stoked with putting down such an amazing line that's pumping the game up. 74 points. Wow. Nice work. That is not quite able to challenge Lorraine in the hot seat, but as I was saying, when Lorraine was only halfway down a run, I thought that was a winning run already. So looks like it's going to be a tough podium to get on today with impressive runs there already.
You are right. And someone who knows how to get into first position and how to put down a winning run. Next one in the start gate, Eva Walkner from Austria, the local. She won here before. She performed so strong, and she can perform under pressure.
Look how quick she's going out of the start gate. This is ridiculous.
Former racer on the World Cup circus. Yes, she knows what it takes to impress the judges. High speed and technical cliffs.
Double out of the gate. No hesitation at all. She's got something to prove here today. Oh, damn. Same year as Lorraine Huber. Just as fast, just as stomped.
Oh, yeah, maybe even a little faster. Woo, that's a challenge. They are battling each other on home turf. The two Austrians.
If she can put this down, this is going to be one of the most solid women's ski podiums I think I've seen. And we've got the current leader and the winner of the last comp still to come. So fast through that section and stomping it.
She was pre-jumping that one.
Wow.
Not even taking from the ledge, but airing it from the top. The best air so far for me in my eyes, because that's so hard to do, to have it complete rollover blind, and she took it. That means confidence.
Absolutely. Pre-ollieing, people. Pre-ollieing is what McFly is talking about there, and that is when you jump before you have to, so you can either go bigger or land exactly where you want. That's amazing stuff from Eva Walkner. So confident, so fast and fluid. And I said before that I think Lorraine might be having a winning run, but wow, might have to take that back. I would not want to be a judge right now.
On the other hand, that one's an easier one to judge because they were very similar lines. Lorraine and Eva, and in my eyes, it's going to challenge the top seat. Not sure if she's going to keep that one.
I think we're safe to say it's going to be a podium.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Then I would even call it. It's gonna.
Can we say first equal?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
But
I would love to put both those ladies up there.
Especially the last air impressed me so much, and that for me pushed her into. Yeah, I call it. It's first spot.
We saw on the judging criteria though, some of the green lines weren't quite as high as they were for Lorraine. Wonder if the judges saw something we didn't. 84.67.
I knew it was close. Very close.
Lorraine Huber, Eva Walkner, Rachel Croft.
And probably just a little more stable skiing. Lorraine Huber, such a strong skier. What a battle between those two girls. And as you said, we have one more come. Ariane Tricomi in the start gate. and she has something to say. It's the girl with the golden bib.
It is the girl with the golden bib. Ari, hiking up, getting over to those features over on the looker's right-hand side, skiers left. As we were saying before, this is not like hiking in the face. It does not count in the judging as if you've stopped, got lost, reevaluated, gone somewhere else. This is very purposeful, because that's a word, getting somewhere else in the face where you want to be. You've lined up your features, you've scoped them well, and you're on your way there. As soon as you start skiing downhill, still traversing for now, that is when the judging will start. Just to let you know, it's the same as coming off the ridge in Alaska, and she's on course now, lining up this pretty big air.
Biggest air on top for me so far in the... She's pushing her score from the very top. That's great, because she needs to. We have seen 2-3 amazing lines from Eva Wagner and Lori Huber especially, and she's battling for the Freeride World Tour title. Can she cope with the nerves?
Yeah, nice grab there. Putting in the high safety on the mute. Couldn't quite see from here, but styling it out. Imagine if Rachel Croft didn't podium with the run she put down. That would be crazy. So what the level of girls skiing has got to now. I mean, I'm not saying Ari is not going to knock her off the podium, but usually a run like Rachel Croft just put down would be a guaranteed podium out of the competitions. Now these girls are pushing it so hard that it's just blowing my mind to watch it. Ari, lovely slashy power turn, the surf influence star really coming out there. I think she's looking at the same area as Kylie Savell. She's got her track to follow.
Looks like it.
Light coming out a little bit more, snow looking good. Lining up this double and greasing it. Really nice skiing there from Ari. I think something that might affect that though is that Kylie hit it first and she skied into it faster, which makes it look worse if you hit it second and ski into it slower. That was such an amazing air when Kylie hit it for me first. Ari almost going over the front just there. Let's see the highlights from her run. That top cliff, really impressive. Really, really good. I think the bottom cliff was also really good as well. A little bit of hesitation coming into it, but the middle cliff, not quite as impressive as the other girls. Gets the high safety though, so like I was saying, wouldn't want to be a judge on a day like this when the level's this high. Oh.
But she's happy. She's always such a happy camper. She just loves skiing.
So with the initial judging criteria there, I think that's not going to be quite enough to get her on the podium.
Yep, the top section definitely was up there with the other riders, but unfortunately the bottom section couldn't keep up with what we've seen from the other skiers, and she's in 4th place. As she was the last rider down, that is it. She finishing up the...
That's right, so 4th for the Golden Bib. I wonder if she'll hold on to that. Let's see the results from today first.
Here we have the result list from today. Such a strong performance from the Austrians on the Austrian home turf. Lorraine Huber taking the win again with an amazing run from Eva Wagner to Rachel Croft, the American. First podium for her this season. Ariana Tricomi, the current leader, in 4th. Hazel Birnbaum in 5th. Kylie Savell and Elizabeth Gerritsen finishing off this ranking today. And what effect did it have for the overall?
Ari still in 1st, Golden Bib, 7,200. Eva Wagner not far behind now, 6,900. Hazel Birnbaum in 3rd, Lorraine 4th. That puts her back into Verbier. She needed to win today, and she did. Elizabeth 5th, Rachel Croft taking a podium today, and I think that means she gets onto the World Tour final. Kylie Savell and Jackie Pasto, unfortunately, not making it.
Top 6 will go to Verbier Extreme and to the... Exactly, qualified for the Verbier Extreme and at the same time qualified for the Freeride World Tour 2019. Those 6 riders. Unfortunately, Kylie Savell just coming short, not getting into the top 6.
Not a bad run today, though, from Kylie, opening up that bottom air. Stoked to have you with us, Kylie. You're a fun person to have around. I'm sure you'll be back. Keep it up with the skiing, keep it up with the filming, keep it up with the competing if you want to. Let's have a beer later, too, at the after party. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. Whoa, what an action-filled category. Ski women, big ups. Thanks for that entertainment.
I'm sorry we couldn't have you here, Jackie.
Exactly, Jackie would be so eager to jump those big cliffs as well. Next one up, we have Snowboard Man for you. Hopefully the weather still sticks with us. We have a little bit of sun left. It is enough to ride. Not the ideal conditions for sure. Snow is great though. We've seen some amazing runs from the ski ladies, and I'm pretty sure the level